another Ask an Attorney segment here with Mike Kuna from Kuna Law Firm PLLC. Good morning, Mike.
Good morning.
All right, so today's question is, Dear Attorney Kuna, my wife and I really enjoy watching your weekly show and simply loved last week's episode about Jewish law. Can you please tell us about canon law? We would truly appreciate your input. Best regards, and God bless you, kind sir. So I know that you were baptized Catholic, and I was also baptized Catholic. So canon law, I know, is just a body of laws under the Catholic Church.
Impressive.
Thank you.
True, I was baptized Catholic. Thousands of years ago, in a far and distant land called the Soviet Union, I was born in Ukraine, and my godparents there were Roman Catholics. And the first thing they did when they babysitted me as I was 7 days old is to run with me to Catholic church and baptize me. Henceforth, I am partially Catholic, I guess.
A little premeditated.
Now, they also had to do it in hiding because they lived at the time, even though it was Ukraine, it was still the Soviet Union. And again, we here in the United States should appreciate how much this country gives us, including the ability to practice our faith. Now, when it comes to canon law, it is 2 millennia old, and the roots of it come from the Council of Jerusalem in the 1st century. That's a while ago. However, the last codification of canon law happened in the 1980s under Pope John Paul II. Canon law itself regulates the rules and regulation of the Catholic Church. I know I shouldn't do it, but I'm still gonna do it, Jillian, I'm sorry. We can truly compare it to a massive global corporation that has bylaws. Let's imagine that canon law is basically the bylaws of the Catholic Church. We have to understand, the Catholic Church is massive, it's huge, it's the biggest church in the world. And there are 1 billion followers of that church worldwide. That's more than 3 times the amount of people living in the United States. In order for the Catholic Church to have cohesion and order and equal rights for everybody around the world, a bit more than 1 billion people, they need a body of laws. That body of laws is called canon law. Canon law regulates a bunch of things. It regulates what clerics of the Catholic Church should wear, the duties and responsibilities of priests, deacons, and even bishops. It regulates the rights and the freedoms of the believers of the Catholic Church, the lay people. And it, of course, regulates when clerics should be removed. However, the most touched subject this day and age is actually the annulment of marriage. Why, you would ask? Because even if you get a civil divorce, according to the Catholic Church, you cannot ever divorce. Therefore, many Catholic believers ask to declare their marriage to be null and void. The most famous case of an annulment of marriage happened in the 16th century, and it was the case of the divorce of Henry Tudor, Henry VIII, and Catherine of Aragon. Jillian, how many wives Henry had?
6.
Well, you know your history.
Yeah, there you go.
2 beheaded, 2 divorced, and 2 died from natural causes. Henry wanted to divorce his wife, Catherine of Aragon, and he used canon law to claim that the marriage itself was null and void because she consummated her earlier marriage with his brother. However, the Catholic Church did not agree with Henry and did not annul his marriage. As such, entirety of the country of England withdrew from the Catholic Church, and that created a big schism. At the same time, a lot of privileges and rights given to priests by state law were taken. In the same way, today, criminal law is not regulated by canon law because it's regulated by the states and countries in which crimes are committed. However, if there are issues in criminal law, they might have repercussions in canon law. And that was a very short explanation for a very long subject. Also, I would like to thank Father James Cheney from the Newman Center here in the NDSU campus, who helped me to prepare for this presentation.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's always a history lesson within a law lesson with you, so
Thank you.
always incredibly impressive. If you would like to ask a legal question, you can go to our website at valleynewslive.com and click on the Ask an Attorney tab. There's much more North Dakota today coming up after the break.